Hi, everybody. Welcome to Unsportsmanlike Content. Ryan Leslie along with you. No Brad May today. He's got the night off, but we're going to roll on here. Thanks for joining us across most of the Maple Leafs platforms tonight. It is the Leafs and the San Jose Sharks tonight. And as we know, the Leafs have been rolling of late. They are 4-0-1 in their last 5, 6-2-2 in their last 10. And they seem to have turned a corner. Somewhere along the line on the most recent road trip, they sort of found... throughout that team bonding and throughout some of the success they had, they found a little something in the structure to their game. More on that in just a moment with Max Domi. But in the meantime, they're getting set to take on a San Jose Sharks team that has been anchored by Macklin Celebrini, who is third in league scoring. He has been absolutely lights out tonight. They're going to try and contain him. Henry Thrun is going to draw in the lineup for Toronto. He, of course, played with Macklin Celebrini in San Jose. First time he's played against him. So lots on the line for both teams. The Sharks have been rolling in a really fun team to watch. And it's a team that has obviously gone through some painful growth over the last couple of years with the rebuild, but certainly they feel as though they too have turned a corner. As far as Toronto is concerned, we are once again going to see Dennis Hildeby get the start, and why not? He has been rock solid. He has showed that poise. He's a big goaltender who has really played the position well so far. So we'll get another look at Hildeby tonight, and we're going to see a little bit of a change. The most notable one would be the fact that Willie Nylander is going to be on that third line with Waugh and Joshua. So keep an eye on that. Certainly he's gone a few games without points, Nylander has, and that's something that's kind of foreign to him, but he's going to be on a big line tonight on that third line, so keep an eye on him. And I think we've seen a lot of success of late from that top line. 17 points in the last 7 games for the likes of Nyes, Matthews, and Max Domi. I had a chance to chat with Max just a few moments ago. How are you?
Good, buddy.
Thanks for doing this.
Thanks for having me.
Listen, your line is going right now. 17 points in the last 7 games. I know you always want more.
Yeah.
But what's been working?
No, I think the consistency of just, getting some practice reps in, even morning skate. Obviously, and then ultimately in the game too. So I'm starting to feel it. Just got to keep building on it.
Some of the guys have talked about, somewhere along the lines on that road trip, there seemed to be a momentum shift as far as the structure.
Yeah.
Can you kind of put your finger on what is different about the structure, about the way you guys are playing? Because we've probably from the outside been able to see it.
I think it's more just a desperation. We're playing like playoff hockey, and I think once you get to that 20, 25 game mark, it's like, all right, let's figure it out here. And
right.
I think we've addressed that, and we just got to keep building.
Hard-hitting journalism. Have you started your Christmas shopping yet?
That's a great question. I have not.
You haven't?
No. I'm more of like a Boxing Day, or not Boxing Day, 24th. So Christmas Eve. But this year I'm going to be like earlier, and I'm going to go on the 15th. So the 15th is a big day for me.
What would you get me?
Man, you got everything pretty dialed in.
Really?
Clean.
You think about it.
I don't know. What do you want?
Good hair.
My man.
Thanks
You're
for
the best.
this.
Thanks, Ryan. Cheers, buddy.
All right, there's Max Domi playing along. Maybe some 2 front teeth for Christmas. We shall see. And, speaking of Christmas, one of the great traditions that the Maple Leafs do and take part in is their annual Sick Kids visit. And yesterday, Scott Laughton was mic'd up and joined a couple of his teammates for a very special tradition. Take a look.
What's up, my guy? How are you? What's your name? Mason, nice to meet you. We got all the boys coming in to see you. Jonathan, you gonna color? I'll color with you. Look at my twig.
I needed a nod.
You gotta get on there.
You got a good collection going.
I gotta add to it here. There you go. I actually have that duck at home. We have a duck magazine at home. He opens a duck. I'm like this the whole day. Quack, 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 quack. And I'm Scott Laughton. I play center, and I'm number 24.
Who do you think is the funniest teammate?
By far.
He's here with us.
By far. They're the funniest guy on the planet, right?
I don't think so, but I would say Morgan Riley. That's a penalty shot. That's a penalty. That is goaltending. Oh. All right. All right. Oh! See you, Lincoln. Nice meeting you. See you later. Hey, that's a great win. Look at him. Look at him. He can't eat it.
I'm going to have to forget about you.
5-2. 5-2. It wasn't even close.
All right, great stuff, gentlemen. Very pleased to welcome in from the Toronto Scepters of the PWHL, Emma Woods from Burford, Ontario. Emma, how are you?
I'm good. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
I'm so glad you're here, and I think your teammate is coming in, and I think she's late. You know, in hockey, if you're on time...
Fashionably late.
In hockey, if you're on time, Maggie Connors, if you're on time, you're late. I don't know how it is for practices.
Fashionably late.
Welcome. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for doing this, ladies. We appreciate
thanks for
it.
having us.
Let's get right into it. Tell me a little bit about the season, and this is just kind of rapid fire or any casual conversation. You're third in your division right now. Tell me a little bit about how the team's going right now.
Yeah, I mean, we're just getting settled into the season. We're only 4 games in. It's a late start in our league because only 30 games. So we're just getting going. We're 2-2. So, you know, we'd like to be 4-0, but we're 2-2. And yeah, it's a good start. So
third in the league, I should say. But how are the girls coming together? Obviously early, and you want some time to gel. Do you have that kind of on track?
Yeah, totally. Like, we have an awesome group. Our rookies, they're so loud, they're so social. They're a great addition. Yeah, I mean, I think we have a really special group, and as Emma said, we're only 4 games in, so it's early in the season, but yeah, things are looking good so far.
Now, veteran group, you mentioned you've got some young players. Is it a veteran group? Is it a younger group? Is it a nice mix? What are we dealing with?
it's a good mix. We had the expansion this year, so we lost some veteran players on that. So I think that added a lot more rookies to the group and to the league in general. But yeah, it's a good group, and it is a good mix for sure.
Tell me a little bit about this takeover tour. I understand you're going to be going out to Halifax, good times in the Maritimes. You're from Newfoundland.
I am.
So always going east has to feel great. I know there's a lot of mileage in between, but just the idea of going out to Nova Scotia and a little bit about this tour, if you could tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, totally. I think it's really special what the league has done, being able to put games in different locations, many of which can be NHL markets, but it's also the NHL buildings, which is really cool to play in. But yeah, next week is super special. We're going out east. I am from Newfoundland, but Halifax is just right next to home. So I'm really excited, I think, to get out there and to get the product that we have in this league on the East Coast. And I know we have so many fans out there, and they're so passionate. And I heard the game sold really well, and things are looking up, so I'm really excited for that.
That's great. And you go out there, it seems like everybody's just so excited. It doesn't matter the sport, they just kind of eat it up, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's just wild out there.
Totally.
And also, Hamilton is also a site, too, which isn't too far from where you're from.
Not too far. I grew up in Brant County, so just kind of down the 403 there. But yeah, that's going to be a good one. I think it's a market that we haven't really been in yet. Obviously, it's not too far from Toronto, so a lot of our home fans should hopefully be there. But yeah, it'll be nice for me. It's just a shorter trip for a lot of my family coming from London area, Burford area, and then my fiance's family's from Hamilton, so we'll get a bunch of them in the crowd. And yeah, we're looking forward to that.
Wonderful.
Hamilton's a great hockey city, so
yes.
it'll be good.
I wanted to ask maybe if we could, because you guys, when you were growing up and starting to play, this league wasn't around. So how did you know, or maybe where you've seen, you know, the growth of the game, and I know you get asked this a lot, but the growth of the game from when you were playing to where you are now, and I imagine because you're both from different parts of the country, you have very different experiences. So maybe about the growth of the game from when you started to where you both are now.
I mean, yeah, it's hard to even really compare, right? Like,
Sure.
when I was a young girl, it was like, dreamed of being in the NHL. Yeah, that's me. Dreamed of being in the NHL, and it's like that's who we looked up to. That and the Olympic women, but
sure.
Yeah, I mean, we never thought like there was a professional women's league that we could step into or make a career out of. And honestly, up until I really was almost 2 years in my pro career, did I think that something like this was going to happen. So it's crazy how far we've come, but also how much we're growing in such a short period of time already. And it's exciting for what the future holds. But yeah, wow.
How about for you?
Yeah, it's something that I never dreamed of when I was a kid. Like, people have said, that's me, yeah.
Yeah, that is you. Yeah.
People have said kind of like, did you dream of this ever since you were a kid? And my answer is actually no, because when I was little, like, as Emma said, like, when I didn't know, I was like, I want to play in the NHL, or right below, like, something else was go to the Olympics. But you know, as I started to grow up and experience more women's hockey and see the growth of the game, it was definitely something where you started to see the league come into fruition. And for me, I was super grateful where I graduated from Princeton and the league came about like 3 months later. So my transition was very nice and super grateful for that. Like, other players obviously weren't able to transition as I was. Yeah, but I think the growth of the game, and even in the last 3 years of having this league, like seeing the girls in Newfoundland and all the little Toronto Scepters jerseys, or if it's another market that they wear,
Must be
it's
wild.
awesome. Yeah.
That would be wild. And you know what? Good crowd behind us here, too, as well. A little bit of everybody on hand. That's great. Thanks. And I think we're in the
Sharks
bowl.
fans, too. What the heck?
We're in the bowl as well here at Scotiabank Arena. So wonderful. And, yeah, Sharks jersey back there. Security. Let me ask you both, too, about the idea of playing against a couple of really well-known legends in the game. And maybe, you know, I'm thinking about Poulin. I'm thinking about, I don't know, your interactions with Cassie Campbell, who I had a chance to work with. But just the fact that there are so many stars in your game today, and obviously it's the torch that gets handed on to, you know, players like yourselves and even younger ones coming in. I don't know if you had a pinch me moment playing with or against some of those big names.
Yeah, definitely a pinch me moment, but I think also it's just so good for our game. You know, those are players like, if this league maybe came about 3 years later than it did, maybe they wouldn't be in the game still. So it's so huge to have them be a part of this and to be faces and names that, you know, we all run behind. So it's amazing. And yeah, it's definitely tough going up against Pooh. But we just played her in our last game. We're up against her back in Halifax.
Now, what's she like out there?
She's just tough. She's, oh my gosh, she's pucks on a string. She wins her, like she's got it all. Yeah.
She's someone where you watch, you grow up, and she has the label of the best player in women's hockey, and then you get on the ice with her and you quickly totally realize why that's true in every facet of the game. Like, it's just, to share the ice with her is really special, and obviously we didn't get to beat her in Montreal like last week, but in Halifax, maybe we'll have her number. Hopefully we'll win.
Can you speak to the rivalries? I don't know, again, I know it's so new, but there's either territorial rivalries or maybe some history between the individuals. Have you got a team that you just hate playing against at this point? Is it too easy to say Montreal, or are there other ones?
Montreal's definitely up there. I think it's
Can't
also
stand
just
them?
like going into their barn. Like, they're just relentless. Like, we actually have a
What a
game at the
thrill.
Bell Center on the 27th, but like even in Laval, like, man, they're just like a tough crowd, and I think the energy just feeds into that, right? So that's like a natural rivalry, I would say, for us.
Yeah.
And then also Minnesota, they've beaten us out of the playoffs the last 2 years, so that's a team where we've got their number.
Who do you hate?
Oof. I mean, I would also immediately say Montreal.
Yeah.
Just like that rivalry, it's built in sports, and then at the same time, like, you have players that have played together previously on those teams, and now they're separated, and it's just a natural rivalry that's been created. And yeah, not to copy her, but Minnesota, obviously, they have kind of ended our playoffs 2 years in a row, and so no matter what, that's going to be a rival for us.
Have you got a Mount Rushmore of women's hockey that you could point to? We all do at various sports, doesn't matter who it is. For you, in the game today, who's your Mount Rushmore? The four best.
Four best.
Of all time or currently? You can choose. Put you on the spot a little.
That is putting me on the spot. I mean,
And don't get it wrong.
Poulin's
We do
on
two
that
together.
list. Poulin's on that list.
Yeah.
And Natalie Spooner for sure, I think.
Spooner,
Yeah.
Nat. So those two are rock
I
solid.
would say Debian.
Okay.
And then we got to go at defense.
Where are we with Wick or whom?
Oh, totally.
Boyette,
I was picking currently, but I mean, she's immediately on that list for sure.
Yeah.
She was
Even
unbelievable.
Angela James. I've
Sure.
been a part
Yeah.
of. She's coached
Hall
me.
of Famer.
She's been a GM. She's a Hall of Famer. I mean,
Can't pick
gotta give
four.
AJ
I know, that's why it's
Can't pick
tough.
four.
tough.
Okay, so
Wow.
all time.
All time. Marie-Philippe Poulin.
Wick.
Got to go defense.
I gotta go Megan Augusta. I don't know why I loved Megan Augusta as a kid.
And James?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rock solid. Where am I throwing?
I don't even think we put a defense on that list.
Okay, we want to thank everybody inside the Scotiabank Arena Bowl for tuning in tonight to Unsportsmanlike content. We are still streaming on all Maple Leaf platforms. Emma Woods and Maggie Connors in conversation with all things PWHL. And we've talked about the tour that's going on. We've talked about Halifax, Hamilton, and help me out. There's a Bay Street takeover.
Yeah.
That's different from, I think, what we're talking about, the takeover tour. Is that
Yeah.
just an exhibition game or a
No.
friendly, or is this something that?
We have a game here. I think we're playing Vancouver.
Yeah. January
in January
17th.
17th.
Right.
Yeah, so that's been awesome. We've done that the last 2 years. The way our fans show up, it's incredible to be able to fill this building. And yeah, I mean, I've absolutely loved that game. I've kind of joked, like, countdown to Scotiabank. Like, when we play here, it's always a good time. yeah, and we get to play Vancouver, which is going to be a really exciting matchup considering it's an expansion team, and you have players that played on our team last year that are going to be playing against us now in Scotiabank. So
we haven't played Vancouver yet, but I will say it's probably going to be a natural rivalry there.
Really?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
haven't faced them yet, but I think it's going to be there.
How
yeah.
come?
I think just the players they have. They have such a deep roster.
Yeah.
And I think naturally, when they have a good team, you just it's a team you want to beat. And
Sure.
I think, with respect, I think it's going to be a good rivalry. Yeah.
Now, you talked about playing here, and you mentioned playing in the Bell Center.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when things really exploded right off the hop. I mean, either watching, playing, going back and watching tape. I mean, can you guys kind of put your finger on what those moments have meant to not just yourselves, but your teammates, to know that, the reaction has been as strong as we've seen it? Like, it's been wild, electric. It doesn't matter if they're little girls or old men. I mean, everybody kind of really bought into this when it first exploded, 23-24, if I'm getting that date right. And we just saw it really launch like never before. What did that do for the game? What did that do for you as athletes?
I mean, yeah, I think you kind of want to just take that moment in, right? And when you're on that big stage, I think, being able to contribute on the ice in a moment like that, it's an honor. I think it's also just thinking bigger picture. Like, when all those people show up for you, they're just showing up for the sport, they're showing up for the future generation. And I think for us in a league that is so new, I think those are things we think about. Like, obviously we're in the moment, we're doing what we love, that's why we're doing it. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
But I think we think about bigger picture and where this league's going to go and what opportunities it's going to create for all those young girls that are in the crowd and their parents, grandparents, whatever it is. It's pretty cool.
How about for you?
I mean, exactly what she said, to be honest, but I think when the league started, it just shows that there's such a space for this and a fan base for this, and women's hockey has been on the rise for a long time, and I think it just needed the right, whether it was timing, people behind it, the fan base was there, and I think just with everything came together at the right time that year. And the past 3 years have been unbelievable to see the rise of this league and the fan base and the passion. So, yeah, exciting, and definitely some big games coming up and some big buildings.
I ask this, it doesn't matter who I'm interviewing, but I wonder if there's a moment where you have that, I don't know if it was a little girl that you interacted with that sort of looked up to you or kind of touched you in a way that you're heading out on the bus and that stayed with you. I wonder if there's a story or a moment where you kind of knew the impact as an athlete, either here or college or maybe back in your hometown when you went back. Is there something that really stands out for you that you kind of, oh boy, that's really registering?
Yeah, for me, the little moments when we skate on the ice, when we step on the ice, and all the girls are lined up when we're heading out down the tunnel. But even more so, I think it's the messages I get from people that I know and I've known for years, whether it's family, friends, whatever it is, and they have young girls. And hearing the stories, all these young girls are now playing hockey. And it's
Right.
I get messages the young girl was going on the ice and she was what would Emma do? Or all of a sudden they changed her number and it's my number. It's I grew up picking a number based on, a player that I loved. And
Sure.
now it's these young girls are choosing my number because of me. And I think those are the moments that really stick with me because it's bigger than just what we're doing on the ice. It's so much bigger than that. And
Well said.
Yeah, so.
How about for you?
Yeah, for me, so being from the East Coast and to be obviously the first Newfoundland Labrador player that was in the league, and now we also have Abby Newhook as well, but for me, coming in and experiencing it the first 2 years, and I was...
I think this is you.
Yes.
Got some highlights going on right now. Let's go.
But for me to host a camp back home this summer with both of us,
Oh, yeah.
and to just see the demand and the passion and the people that just wanted to have an interaction and create a connection and tell me all about how they watch every single game from Newfoundland and they're glued to the TV. I think moments like that when you hear about it and you receive messages, but you connect with those little girls and you get to teach them on the ice and they tell you about a shift you had 6 months ago that you have no recollection of, but they do.
Really?
Yeah, things like that and how big of fans they are now. It's very touching, and I think that's what makes this so memorable and rewardable.
You mentioned the jerseys when you're out and about. Now, I would imagine you go back home or you walk around these streets here, you get a little recognition, you get a little celebrity to you. How are you handling that?
Yeah, I actually have a jersey. I'm gifting my game jersey last year to the Burford Arena on Sunday.
I love it.
So that's going to be a really special moment for me. Honestly, I haven't been back there in a while and just so many people that I'm going to reconnect with. So, that's going to be pretty special for me.
Maggie, you don't have to pay for a beer back home, do you?
I don't know about that. I think I do. But, I think in general just to have recognition and people understand what you do and appreciate what you do is really nice to hear, and it's really special.
And the responsibility, right, that you feel as athletes at your level. I would imagine you feel that sense of responsibility. Giving back, I think, goes with it to a degree, but kind of maintaining it for, as you mentioned, the next generation of young players.
Yeah, absolutely.
Listen, ladies, enjoy the game tonight. Thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate it. Great to chat with you. One last chance to pub the fact that in Halifax on December 17th, Hamilton January 3rd, and Scotiabank Arena right here on January 17th, the ladies will be in action. Best of luck the rest of the season.
Yep, thank you very much.
Thanks again. Oh, and before you go, I can't let you go. We've had everybody who's joined us here sign this hat.
Perfect.
Nice.
I'd like you both. We will auction this off for charity at the end of the season. If you can sign that, go ahead. Yeah, and we'll get that out there at the end of the year. It's a big hat.
It is a big hat.
A very big hat. If you can find some space on there, that would be great. Toronto Scepters, thanks again to Emma Woods and to Maggie Connors. Ladies, best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having us.
And we will step aside. We're getting you set for the San Jose Sharks and the Toronto Maple Leafs here at Scotiabank Arena. You can catch the game tonight on TSN and on the Fan 590. Enjoy the game, everyone.